Hello YouTube friends, Ben Ochart here. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for joining me. Let's take a quick behind the scenes look at what's going on in this fish room, every little piece of it. Let's take a quick walkthrough and I'll show you where I'm at, and let's go. As you can see down here, I have that 90-gallon. That 90-gallon from Glass Cages here in Nashville. Still waiting to get going. Here's some lights I got from Nolan. Full spectrum light. I might use it for this. We'll see. And it's a bunch of junk still over here on one side of the room. Here's the stand I was going to use. This is the stand I was going to use for that 90-gallon, but I decided not to because it just doesn't seem like it's really made for that. It's really a piece of furniture. If you're in Nashville, you want a piece of furniture, give me a call. I'll give you a great deal on it. Here's the desk I use when I do my live streams. And that's Gil up there, if you see Gil. And let's go this way. This is the tank where I had the, Eureka Red. The Eureka Red Jake. Now it's just a couple little poop factories. These little red plecos. A couple of them in there. But the tank is ready for, it's ready for adding fish. And here's my sink area. You can see I got a lot of hoses and all kinds of stuff ready to go when I need it. Even some buckets. I still use the buckets. Still on bucket brigade a little bit. And I've got a fridge over here that I can use. I'm going to add a little better wiring to the room with a little bit better electricity. I think I can get because I was blowing a fuse when this and that heater that uses like 1,000 watts was running. So I'm going to wait and do some rewiring. And up here I've got some algae scrubbers. And then we've got some meds up here, all kinds of stuff here. There's a top off unit up here, auto top off, some bunch of meds, Furin, Paraclens. In here I've got a whole bunch of other stuff too. This is a real heavy duty. Look at this thing. This is a controller from Gemco. Look at this thing. It's about $100. Gets 2 plugs into it. Real easy to use, simply up and down, and but really heavy duty, high gauge. I'll probably use that when I use that heater that I did a review on. That heater from Higer. It's over here. It's like a 500 watt heater. So this heater, this is the controls of the heater. Because the controls are outside of the heater, they're able to make the heater real compact. But you still run this into a controller. Here's a box of some of the aragonite that's in the African cichlid tank. And let's take a look at the tanks. This is the South American. See, they're all doing great. Flip this over here. I'm just running through this thing, so you're gonna get a shaky camera. Look at that red spotted Severum. Beautiful little fish. They've started the slow destruction of the plants. I knew they would. So you can see the plants have been nibbled on. A couple of them have been disconnected from the driftwood and are drifting around. So this tank will probably end up entirely with artificial plants like the ones you see over here. Yeah, between the lights and me moving around, it's got the fish worked up a little bit. It's one of the viejas. You got the Heckelei and the Geophagus over there. They're wondering what's going on. And the little starry night is living inside this cave here. That's the starry night. You can see him. And the cichlids are actually doing pretty well, the African cichlids. They were just fed See the Autopharynx tetrastigma, doing great. He went through a little bit of bloat, but with some of that Fritz salt, look at that. He just bounced right back, eating, active, slimmed out. You can see there's a lot of hiding spots here now with the caves. There's the bicolor 500. And there's the culprit that was just released from jail. He's on probation, keeping a close eye on him. And he seems to be behaving. The OB likes to be in this cave, but it looks like right now he's hiding over here along with the Johnsonite. As soon as I turn the lights on to film, they all kind of panic. You can see the strawberry in the plants there. Not sure if you can make them out. There's a strawberry that's hiding deep inside the plants. But no casualties, no real drastic fin damage or anything going on in this tank. So far so good. I added that power head that's pushing a lot of water back there, 2,400 gallons an hour. Added more hiding spots as well as the caves. And lowered the temperature from around 80 to about 78, you can see here. So the temperature's been brought down to about 78. So all those different factors, as well as the removal of the redfin borlei, which we suspect was a female. I got a replacement for that redfin borlei. You probably saw him in the last video. He's right here. Cute little guy. He's got a pointed anal fin and a pointed dorsal, so hoping it's a male. Really cute little fish, very active. Here's the heater I use. Very, very efficient, very, very good heater. This is where I put my computer for the live streams. This is that big easy chair I use for the live streams, along with the microphone, the setup. And well, that's pretty much it. And I'm sorry about all the jiggling with the camera. I'm not shooting on a tripod here. This is just a really raw walkthrough of the room, and can't wait to get that 90 gallon up and running. And you know, it's gonna be something. I mean, it's gonna take a little bit of it's gonna take some time and some energy, you know, to get it all set up, get everything selected for it, the substrate. Filtration, I'm thinking filtration, and you can tell me what you think about it, but this is an overflow box right here. See this overflow box from Aesop, and I might just get this overflow box and then take one of the 29 gallon tanks. You see them, I have two 29 gallon tanks down here. And I'll probably take one of those and make a homemade sump out of it. And then use that overflow box. And probably a pump. I call it size. I think it's Cisse. Italian is Cisse. Cisse. Anyway, got that one from Jay Wilson, who I guess works with Cisse. And it pumps, it moves a lot of water. So I don't know, I might use that on that 90, get a lot of turnover going, and depends what I put in it. I mean, if you put something like discus, you don't want a lot of pressure blowing those fish around, right? These big flat fish. So, but if I end up putting some of the, let's say I move the South Americans, which is kind of like what I'm leaning to. I'm leaning towards like moving the South Americans into that tank, and because I mean these fish get huge. This Severum here, this Severum's gonna get really large. And I got a couple of red shoulder Severums hiding in there somewhere. And that starry night that's in the cave here, he's gonna get huge too. He'll get like 10 inches. So, and I'm not even talking about the viejas. The viejas, which are like hiding in the corner or under the filter here. Those viejas get massive. So, so they're gonna need a lot of room real quick, and they're gonna grow real fast. I mean, I think they grow like Venusis, right? They just put on size really quick, really fast. So I think, you know, probably the South Americans will go into the 90. and I need a 6-foot tank. I'll get a 6-foot wide tank for the for some haps I'm going to pick up. Maybe some predator haps. I'll talk with James Largo. Maybe get some. I want to get some trouts. I want to get maybe some hawks and fish like that. Bucanono, Bucchromis notatania, some of my favorite fish. So that's the walkthrough. Just want to show you what's going on. It's still, in my mind, a bit of a mess, but it's way better than it was 2 months ago. Every day I try and make a little dent in it, while at the same time trying to get content out and also handle the demands and the things I have going on with the tanks, because they've been, as you know, if you've been following the channel, they've been giving me a little bit of a challenge. All right, thank you for tuning in, my friends. I hope to see you on Saturday for the Cichlids and Coffee live stream. And that's it for me. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.